The sky's gray, it's like this every day. The town is full of predator, don't turn a little prey. I flip $1 million out of nothing, make them feel a certain way. Hoping that the switch.
Fisk unit. Soldier. Fisk unit. Soldier. Fisk unit. Soldier. What's good, y'all? Fisk Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fisk Unit while you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Listen, hit that sub button. You understand me? Hit that sub button. Join this Fisk Unit army and get Fisk Unit tough. We are on the road to 6K. The Fisk Unit wants you. You understand me? Enlist right now. We are on the road to 6K. With that being said, Daniel Jones, the anointed one, the chosen one, the one who fell from the sky to deliver the New York Football Giants from evil, has spoken. Okay? When Daniel Jones speaks, the heavens cry. Okay? Everything that's going on in the jungles goes on pause. Okay? Deer's getting eaten. Crocodiles hunting. Everything stops. Okay? Daniel Jones has spoken. When you look at Kyler Murray and you look at Baker Mayfield, those are just a couple of Daniel Jones contemporaries. Every time Kyler Murray opens his mouth, he blame deflects. Every single time Baker Mayfield opens his mouth, he blame deflects. Every time Kyler Murray opens his mouth, it's the organization's fault, it's the coach's fault, they didn't do enough for him. Every time Baker Mayfield opens his mouth, it's the organization's fault, it's the coach's fault, they didn't do enough for him. Or better yet, I was hurt. Oh, here go Kyler Murray. Yeah, I was kind of hurt during the latter half of the year. That affected my performance. It's not my fault. Baker Mayfield, oh, my shoulder hurts. It wasn't my fault. That's what they do. These are quarterbacks that y'all allegedly will ever have over Daniel Jones. Every single time Daniel Jones opens his mouth, he takes accountability. He talks about what he's going to do, how hard he's going to work to do it, and most importantly, Daniel Jones never talks about his contract, and he never talks about what the organization did wrong. John Mara gave him the alley-oop. John Mara gave him a Magic Johnson, John Stockton, LeBron James pass straight to the hole to take a shot at the coaching staff, players. And what did Daniel Jones do? No, it's my fault. It comes down to the players. We got to play better. I got to do more. If that was Baker Mayfield on the couch with his little dog, he would have took every shot he could. If that was Kyler Murray on Twitch, he would have took every shot he could. Every time you see Baker Mayfield, he's shooting a commercial. Every time you see Kyler Murray, he's on Twitch streaming Call of Duty or something. Every time you see Daniel Jones, he has a weight in his hand. He's holding some kind of camp for his wide receivers. He's always in the gym putting in work. He is the definition of everything you will want as the face of your franchise. He's everything you want out of the quarterback position. He's everything you want. And when Daniel Jones gives this interview, the main quote that stuck out to me is when Daniel Jones says, "Football is my life. It's my hobby. Everything I do revolves around football. It's all I got." That's what our quarterback says. He didn't talk about commercials. He didn't talk about freaking going on Twitch. He didn't talk about the organization. He didn't talk about the coaching staff. All Daniel Jones said is football is my life. You know another quote? They said, Daniel Jones, how do you feel about, the lack of success and, the team not winning? And he straight up says, it's hard. I work hard. I put in all this work during the off season, and it hurts when we don't get the results that we feel we deserve. And no matter how hard it is, okay, and I'm paraphrasing, he basically said no matter how hard it is to continue to work hard, you just got to continue to work hard and hope the results equal to, he basically just said you got to continue to work hard and hope the results go in your favor. That's what he said. He didn't ask for more help. He didn't blame it on the coaching staff. He didn't do any of that stuff. Every time Daniel Jones talks, it's about what he can do better, what he's not doing, how he's going to improve. All he cares about is football. And like I said, they ask him about a contract. He speaks about the contract. And you can tell he's disappointed. You can tell he's upset, and he should be upset. He should feel disrespected that Joe Schoen didn't give him that 5th-year option. Daniel Jones has been our best player since he got on the damn roster, and for him to be disrespected about not getting that 5th-year option is unforgivable, and I hope Daniel Jones makes them pay. Literally, I hope Daniel Jones gets every dollar, cent. I hope he gets every piece of Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, whatever currency he can get, whether it's paper, coin, or crypto. I hope he gets it out of John Mara, because Daniel Jones is out here playing on a freaking broke neck, beating the Eagles the last time we saw him. And when he gets hurt, we can't cross the 50. If that wasn't enough to give Daniel Jones a 5th-year option, I don't know what is. But what I'm trying to say, in a nutshell, I settled that to say this. If you don't love Daniel Jones, and if you don't feel confident in Daniel Jones, I don't know what else to tell you. What else do you want? All he does is work hard. All he does is hold himself accountable. And all he does is put his body on the line for the New York Football Giants, week in and week out. Daniel Jones, 2 years ago, had a bad hamstring and a bad ankle, and still went out there and tried to play versus the Cardinals. He still went out there and tried to play versus the Ravens. This dude, Lamar Jackson, had an ankle issue last year. We ain't seen him the last month of the season. Julio Jones missed the last 6 weeks of the year a year or two ago with the same injury Daniel Jones played on to close out the season. He's tough as nails. He Kurt Angled the Eagles. He beat them on a broke neck last year. Last time we saw Daniel Jones, he beat the Eagles. Okay? We got to have some confidence in the kid. Giants fans being negative and always making fun of him and believing these fake news PFF reports, it does you no good. It does you no good. At the moment, we are married to Daniel Jones. We are in a relationship with Daniel Jones. If you want this relationship to prosper, you must big him up. You must give him confidence. I'm sure Daniel Jones watches these videos. I'm sure he hears this shit going on Twitter. It's not doing him no good to keep throwing him under the bus. How about you uplift him? How about you say nice things about Daniel Jones? Give him confidence while he's in the gym. Give him confidence while he's on the practice field. How about you cheer him and show him how much you appreciate him? Because the last time I checked, without Daniel Jones on the roster, we couldn't cross the 50. I just want Giants fans to appreciate what you have. Appreciate what you have at quarterback. It's hard to get a good quarterback in this league. It is. So when Daniel Jones goes out, he makes these comments about football is his life. It is what it is. He's not worried about the contract. He's not going to take the bait and blame the organization, even though John Mara gave it the alley-oop. He's going to work harder. He's not on some couch with a puffy like Baker Mayfield. He's not over here deleting his Giants propaganda from his Instagram like Kyler Murray was doing with the Cardinals. He's in the lab right now getting better so he can throw touchdowns for our team and give us something to root for and be happy about from September to January. And hopefully it extends into February. The Daniel Jones slander must stop. Tired of it. With that being said, that's it, that's all. Subscribe to the unit if you're rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.